Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about parallel lines. We're going to start off with our definition here. Two lines are parallel if they are straight and can be extended infinitely in either direction and would never intersect. Okay, if that's the case and they're never going to intersect, then we know that the parallel lines have to have the exact same slope. So let's practice some here. Here we have an equation, y equals 2x minus 1. We want to draw a parallel line that goes through the point 1, negative 3. All right, so I'm going to draw the point, on the graph here, draw the point 1, negative 3. So we'll go over 1, down 3, 1, 2. So here's the point 1, negative 3. Remember, this is our x, this is our y. All right, so we want to draw a line that is parallel to this first line we have here. Well, we know that when we have an equation in this form, this is our slope-intercept form. M is our slope, B is our y-intercept. So here, right here, 2 is our slope. So we want to draw a line that's parallel to this line and goes through the point 1, negative 3. So I'm going to start at the point 1, negative 3, and I know I need to have the same slope. Remember that a slope being 2, that's the same as 2 over 1. And I like to always say and remember that slopes are rise over run. That helps me remember that we're going to go up and down is what's on the numerator, and back and forth, left and right, are what's on the denominator. So if I'm starting at this point, 1, negative 3, and I want to go, my slope is up 2 and over 1. Okay, up 2 over 1. Now, I like to put all these dots in here so that it's easy for me to draw this line, and we have this parallel line. Now, on your assignment on Edge Elastic, it only likes you to touch 2 points to make the line. It doesn't like you add more, it'll start marking it wrong. So just draw 2 points to make that line on the assignment. But we need to write the equation. What is the equation of this line here? Well, we know our slope is 2 and our y-intercept is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is negative 5. So the equation of our line, of this parallel line, is y equals 2x minus 5. The same slope, but different y-intercepts. We'll practice another one here. Okay, we have this line here in the red is the equation of it and the graph here. We have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. We see that the y-intercept is 5, and we see that it is going down 1 and over 2. Okay, and that is our slope. So we want to now write an equation of a line that goes through point negative 4, 1. So I'm coming to my graph. I'm going to go back negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. So that is point negative, oh, sorry, this is negative 4, negative 1. My mistake there. We're going to go negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, because this is our point negative 4, negative 1. So we want to draw a line that goes through that point, but is parallel to this red line here. Well, this red line here, our slope in the equation, we can see that it's negative 1/2. We're just like here on the graph, it went from 1 point and we went down 1 over 2. So we want to do the same for this line because we want them parallel. So we're going to go down 1 and over 2, down 1 and over 2. And when I mark these, it helps me draw this. Going backwards would be up 1 and back 2. But on your assignment on the computer, you will just put 2 points on that graph, and it will draw the line for you. So here we have drawn a line that's parallel to a blue line here is parallel to a red line. We need to write the equation of our blue line here, which is y equals negative 1/2 x, because our slope was negative 1/2. And our y-intercept is negative 3. All right. next example here. Oh, here we have the equation y equals 3x minus 8. And we want to write an equation of the parallel line that goes through point -2, 3. All right, we don't have our graph here to look at to help us, but what do we know? What we've been working on the past unit here, or on unit 10, we did a lot of writing the equation of a line when we knew, if we knew the slope, this is our point slope form, and we knew a point. So x1 and y1, this is a point. Okay, so can we write an equation of a line that's parallel to this red equation up here and goes through this point -2, 3? Well, that's the point we want it to go through, so I'm going to put that in here, -2, 3. And what slope do we want it to have? Well, we want it to have the same slope as this equation we were given because they're parallel. Parallel lines have the same slope. So we want an equation of a line that's going to have the slope of 3. Well, now what we've got our equation written down here that we need to go through and distribute and simplify this equation. So we can see here that our y equals, we're going to have 3 times x, because this is distributing through those parentheses. Oh, first thing, I forgot. Here we've got x minus -2, those double negatives. Double negatives. Subtracting is adding the opposite, those double negatives. We've got to fix that first. We should have done that first off. So here we've still multiplied 3 times x and got 3x. Now we need 3 times 2. We're going to get 6, and we still have our add 3 at the end. So our final equation, our parallel equation of this first equation up there, I'm going to write it in blue, is y equals 3x plus 9, because we can combine these like terms right here. All right, let's do another example. We have our equation of our line here, up here, this first equation written in red, is y equals -2/3 x plus 5. So we want to write an equation of a line that's parallel to that line, but goes through the point 9, -5. So as again, we've got our hint here. We want, this is our point slope formula. And remember, our slope goes right here. Well, what is the line parallel to this line up here, this line at the top? We want the same slope. We already know the slope, so we know this is going to be -2/3. All right, and we want to go through the point 9, -5. This is our point here. This is our x1 and our y1. There's our point. All right, we need to go through and simplify that now, or work out this equation, do our distributive property here, and we are going to distribute -2/3 times x is -2/3 x. Now we have a negative times a negative. If it helps, a lot of people like to change, if this subtraction here, change it to an add a negative, and that can even help a lot of people. So -2/3 times -9 is going to be positive. Ooh, how do we multiply those? If you are welcome to use your calculator, but I like to do fractions by hand a lot of times. And remember that 9, we can rewrite it as a fraction as 9/1. We are multiplying. You're just going to multiply the numerators. -2 times -9 is positive 18. And then we have 3 times 1 is 3. We want to also remember to still add this -5 off here. Well, this 18/3 we can simplify. 18 divided by 3 is, I'm going to change that right here to a 6. And our final equation, I'm going to write it down here in blue, is y equals -2/3 x. And then we have 6 plus -5 is 1. And here is our equation of our line that is parallel to this line up here and goes through the point 9, -5. I hope that helped, and have a great day.